Yo deep, yo yay deep, yo deep, yo deep, yo yay deep, yo deep. I was born in Oberstaufen, Bavaria, which is the southern part of Germany, in the mountains. My father, he was an artist. He painted landscapes and still lifes. He lived a great life and a happy life, even though times were not always easy in Germany then. My mother kept everything together because it was hard for an artist to make enough money to support a family. Well, she had a little textile business and it was selling coats and jackets.
At the time, Klaus took no interest in clothes, but he and his brother Heinrich devoted themselves to care and training of the family pets. Klaus' favorite was his pig, Schweinchen.
I had to ride the pig because I was the elder of us two, and my brother, the little one, he was allowed to ride the sheep, which was nice and soft. The pig was hard riding, I tell you.
Like most Alpine kids, Klaus was raised on skis. At age 3, he got his first pair of skis.
My father used to buy lemons and oranges in crates. They came from Italy, and the crates were made of really thin chestnut boards. And I nailed my best pair of house shoes were the first buckle boots. Skiing used to be, when I was a little kid, used to be a very formal sport. Very few people did it, and they skied in knickerbocker suits with neckties. So it was very formal, but it was also very cold because those suits, they didn't insulate very well. And
he grew up mountain climbing in the summer and skiing in the winter. He made first ascents of alpine peaks in Bavaria, won many ski races, and held a downhill course record for 12 years. His alpine adventures were interrupted by duties as an aircraft engineer during the war, after which he happily returned to skiing.
And then I met a guy else. I was running a ski school up on the Nebelhorn in Oberstdorf for American officers after the war. And one of them said, "When do you come to America? I'll hire you."
Klaus seized the opportunity. After 2 sleepless weeks camping on the deck of a Liberty ship, he arrived in America and eventually headed to Sun Valley in search of his friend Friedel Pfeiffer.
I went to Sun Valley and I went in the Challenger Inn. I said, "I'd like to see Friedel Pfeiffer. Where do I find Friedel Pfeiffer?" He said, "Oh, he's in Aspen." I said, "Thank you." And I went across the street into the Aspen Chalet and I said, "I'd like to speak to Friedel Pfeiffer." They said, "Oh, he's in Aspen." I said, "Well, isn't this the Aspen Chalet?" They laughed. He said, No, that's a new ski resort they're doing 800 miles from here." And Fred Islin was standing outside and he said, "Klaus, why don't you come to Aspen?" So he said, "You come home with me tonight. Ellie will make us a Viennese dinner and we call Friedel and you come to Aspen." So that's I ended up in Aspen and never taught in Sun Valley.
Finally in Aspen, Klaus became one of an elite cadre of sun-bronzed ski instructors. His reputation as a great skier grew, making him one of the most sought-after private lesson instructors for his technique and his charm. Most people don't know that Klaus's first innovation in American skiing was a Bavarian import, the Kugi tie.
Gary Cooper came to me in the Jerome Hotel and said, "Klaus, I hear you started your own business." I said, "Yeah, I make these Kugi ties." He said, maybe it would help you if I would wear one. I said, "Yeah, it'd be great." And I wanted to give him one. He said, No, I want to pay retail for it. So he paid me retail $2.75. That was a lot of money then. Naturally, that went all over the press, all over the world. And Gary Cooper vacationing in Aspen and had these Kugi ties on. But Walter Pepke wore them and Friedel Pfeiffer wore them, you know. So they all helped me with it. We sold within 2 years 32,000 of them. Everybody in Aspen, there was anybody wore one, you know.
With the Kugitai, an empire was born. In the years hence, Klaus Obermeyer has invented and introduced the down ski parka, high-altitude sun cream, mirrored glasses, the turtleneck sweater, the ski brake, and technical fabrics for what is today one of America's largest ski wear companies. What is amazing is that he continues to ski every day. In addition to making cold winters more comfortable for all of us, Klaus and his loyal staff at Obermeyer have donated to charitable clothing and fund drives, outfitted our ski and snowboard teams, innovated energy-efficient buildings, and contributed to our community well-being for 5 decades.
Klaus's attitude is so positive. I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad day, and he's such an inspiration to all of the employees here. To be able to talk with him about what we're working on, problems are opportunities disguised, as he says.
He's just so in love with being in Colorado in this environment and just being alive, and I think that comes through in everything the man does in his life.
He is really made happy by very small things, like a little tree that's covered with snow. Oh, it makes him so happy to see that. I mean, he's genuinely filled with happiness. He's really able to appreciate a lot of things that we might overlook.
What Klaus really brings across to everybody he meets is what we call Lebensfreude, which is really the spirit coming out of him, loving life to the utmost and making the very best of it.
Yeah, the last day of your life, just when you're about to croak, you know. I don't think there'll be anybody who would say, I should have skied less.